The United States is facing its longest government shutdown in history. President Donald Trump and Congress shows no sign of resolution. The shutdown has crippled essential government operations, leaving millions of Americans struggling without paychecks, benefits, or public services. According to federal reports, more than 40 million Americans have lost access to food assistance programs, SNAP, while hundreds of thousands of federal workers remain unpaid. Economists warn that if the deadlock continues, the consequences could trigger long-term economic and social instability across the nation. A background of the crisis. The shutdown stems from a budget impasse between the White House and Congress. Fueled by deep partisan divisions, the Trump administration insists that government operations will not resume until certain fiscal demands are met, while Democrats accuse the president of using citizens' suffering as political leverage. A Democratic senator told the American Bulletin, "We refuse to let the president hold the country hostage for his own political gain." Republicans, however, claim Democrats are deliberately avoiding negotiations, worsening the crisis. And Trump's statement. In a statement from the White House, President Trump declared, "My administration is fighting for the American people. We will not compromise the nation's security or integrity to satisfy partisan politics." He added that the responsibility lies with Congress, saying, "If Democrats truly cared about the American people, they would sit down and resolve this immediately." Economic consequences. Economists warn the prolonged shutdown could have severe effects on the U.S. economy. Federal employees are missing multiple paychecks. Air traffic control and security services are delayed. Small business loans and public projects are frozen. Consumer confidence and market stability are declining. The Federal Reserve has noted early signs of slowed growth, with markets reacting nervously to continued political uncertainty. Impact on everyday Americans. Millions of ordinary Americans are now feeling the direct impact. Families relying on federal aid are facing food insecurity, while others cannot renew passports, pay rents, or access healthcare support. A government worker in Washington told reporters, "We haven't been paid in 3 weeks. Bills are piling up and the future feels uncertain."
Political analysis. Analysts believe this is more than a budget dispute. It's a test of America's democratic resilience. Some see Trump's hardline stance as an attempt to solidify his base before the 2026 midterm elections. Democrats, meanwhile, are highlighting the shutdown as proof of Republican mismanagement and leadership failure. Political analyst James Harrison commented, "This isn't just an economic crisis, and it's a moral and political one. American governance is being tested like never before." Looking ahead, if the shutdown continues, it could heavily influence voter sentiment ahead of the 2026 midterm elections. Both parties face political risks, but the Trump administration, at the center of the crisis, carries the heaviest burden to act. Democrats are ramping up media campaigns, framing the issue as a government of chaos, while Republicans push for negotiations under the banner of fiscal responsibility.